Let's talk about some of these terms you use when you talk about people. I think it's funny. This guy looks kind of zesty.
Zesty, very zesty. Because they do so much policing these days on what you can say and what you can and can't say, and everything you say is hateful, or you know what I mean. So I kind of like I had to start coming up with new words and new phrases to represent how I really feel. This new cancel culture thing, so you gotta be real particular and real cautious with the things that you say, being a person in the public eye with a platform especially, like, you know what I mean? So I just started coming up with less offensive but still relevant words that fit the situations that I'm speaking on.
Do you think that, well, have you been accused of being like homophobic or some things like that?
Of course, like all of that, like just like, in my transition and first coming on, and you know what I mean, just getting bigger, and I've been, you know what I mean, I've been accused of everything. So it's like, I don't want people to feel like that. So I just, you know what I mean, it go back to the saying, it's not what you do, it's how you do. So, you know what I mean, I could still get my point across without offending anyone. And that's, you know what I mean, I don't want anyone to be offended. Like me, at the end of the day, I'm here to entertain. Like, I enjoy interacting with the people. I enjoy laughing, having a good time. Like, you know what I mean? I enjoy cracking jokes on celebrities and the things that they do, and it's fun. I enjoy what I do, so, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm not here to beef with, like, start any like real beefs or here to just offend anyone. Like, you know what I mean? We just having fun. It's social media. We having fun. We socializing.
Now, what do you think about like the way the youth, like people my son's age, who's 15, are exposed to these alternative lifestyles at high school and are told that transgendered, all these other terms they use, is becoming normalized, I guess is a way to say it. That these are normalized lifestyles that we have to accept. I guess there's multiple genders. I always thought it was two genders, but apparently there's multiple genders. How do you feel about all of that?
I think it's all a big hypocrisy. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, me personally, like, 'cause I have this conversation so much, and it's so hard to express myself without offending nobody, or like somebody like accusing me of being homophobic, or like, you know what I mean? Like, everything we do, it has a terminology now. Like, you can't have an opinion without being labeled as something. It's like you don't want me to label you, but I can't say nothing without being labeled. Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of like unfairness going on when it comes to that. So I just like, it's like religion. Like, I don't want to give my, like, that's why I always take a comical, because like when you tell your true beliefs or lay your true beliefs out on the table, someone out there gonna be offended. So it's like, kind of like, go back to the thing, like, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. So like, sometimes I just rather not say nothing.
Well, the state of Alabama, I believe, is the first state to ban transgendered athletes from competing in their not original gender. So if you used to be a man and now you're a woman, you have to still compete with the men, because it's I believe it might be unfair playing field. If you have a man that's actually competing against the women, right?
Like, I don't understand what's the third person on the door for. I don't even understand that. Like that, like there's only two genders, male and female. So if you're a male and you transform yourself to a woman, then you're female. Like, there is no, I don't think it, like, I don't know. It's just, it's all just confusing and just messed up to me, honestly. Like, I just, bruh.
But you kind of are operating and negotiating within this Hollywood community where you have to embrace all these people around you, right? So you have to kind of be careful.
I mean, I've been embracing them my whole life. Like, you still have to embrace them. Like, just because, like, just because I crack a joke on you doesn't mean I wouldn't do business with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just I'm a comedian. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I change. I'm a comedian. So comedians bag on they've been bagging on people. You ever watch Eddie Murphy Raw or fucking Richard Pryor or like, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I mean? Comedians used to say some shit back in the day. It's like now you can't even say anything as a comedian. Like at the end of the day, I'm just cracking a joke. Like, you know what I mean? But now in today's days, today's times, you can't even joke no more. Like,
Now, what if you're a comedian, but you're making a comment not in a comedic sense? Like Nick Cannon, who's known for wilding out and being a funny dude, said something about Jews, and they pretty much
cancel culture.
Canceled them, right?
That's it goes back to where you gotta know your limits and your boundaries as an entertainer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta know, like, you gotta pay attention to what's going on in today's society, and you always have to adapt. Like, so you know, you a person with a platform, you know certain shit is like, you never hear me speak on Jews. Like, do you ever hear me mention the Jews? You could go like, you never hear me mention the Jews. I don't mention that. Like, it's just like, cause I know how sensitive that, you know what I mean? So you don't ever hear me mention that. Like, talk about it amongst yourselves. Like, don't get on the internet and talk about it. Like, you don't gotta jump on the internet. Keep your, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it goes back to, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Just don't say nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Keep your opinion to yourself. Like, hey, you might have an opinion, but sometimes some things, you know what I mean? I don't have to offer my opinion on every single thing I see. It's a lot of videos and it's a lot of things going on that I don't comment on, I don't speak on. Like, I don't have to offer my opinion on every single thing I see. So some shit, like, when you know you in a certain position, some shit you just, you know what I mean? You just slide past.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description, and thanks for watching StreetTV.net.